we just say tip top repeatedly. I don't know what's going to happen. Tip top, tip top, tip top, tip top, tip top, tip top, tip
I like
top,
that. That works.
tip top, tip top, tip top, tip top, top, tip 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 top. Tip top tabletop Tuesdays. That's not really a song. You can't call that a song, can you?
I mean, it wasn't not a song.
That's true.
Oh.
I'd call it a song.
Oh, thank you. Well, anyway, this is Tip Top Tabletop Tuesdays, and this evening we are going to be playing Wing It Beyond, made by Molly Zeff, who will be with us in just a minute. Which...
Or will she?
Will she? Oh, you forgot your glasses tonight, so we can't all do the glasses pose. We can't all do the sexy librarian.
I would never forget my glasses on a Tuesday, Bez.
I mean, it's also about the context.
Oh, there has to be context? Sorry, I don't have any of that.
Oh, you know, sometimes I have to wear glasses. And sometimes I don't. Like when I'm reading a book.
Sometimes I feel like a nut. Or what?
When I'm reading a book, I don't have to wear glasses. It's just the way it is. I'm short-sighted. Let's get to the introductions. What are we even doing? This has already gone off the rails. So, I am Bez. I've made some games. I'm started working on a game on contract. I'm trying to make games to pitch stuff to people. My main focus right now is Category Kill and trying to get that finished. And talking about glasses, I am short-sighted. How about you, Kirsty?
But
would you like to say
talking
something
about glasses, right? I mean, in life, you're not short-sighted.
Yeah, I'm just talking about my glasses.
But just physically.
Figuratively, we'd have to kind of ponder that a bit longer. I don't think I am that short-sighted. I think, you know, if anything, I look too far into the future sometimes, and maybe I dream too big.
Hey, Aqua just joined us. So, Aqua was in the chat, by the way, is the person you were just watching sing.
Hello, Alex. We were watching you.
Very impressive.
And we're just talking about who we are, what we're generally working on, if anything, and what kind of eyesights we have. So, Kirsty, what's your eye deficiency?
So, I actually have been to the eye doctor since I was probably 16, so I can't really remember. I just kind of buy them on Amazon because they're like $10 a pair right now. So, they help me read. So that's my deficiency, is I can't read when they're not on, and now I have them on and I can read. So.
Okay, so you're long-sighted, so you can see things in the far off.
Okay.
Okay. Cool.
There you go. Maybe I should get like a chart in here and we can start working on that.
That's all good. And Alex in the comments is also short-sighted. So what about you, Xate?
I actually just wear the glasses because they look sexy. I don't need them. Okay, yeah, I do. No, I have a very, very small prescription, actually. I don't need them that badly. But yeah, if I'm looking across the room, like at a convention or something, you know, those kind of things we hang out at all the time now. I definitely need them, but.
So you've been wearing them a lot recently?
All the time. Every single time I go out, like, you know, when I'm out and about, hanging out in big crowds and stuff,
Public
I always
places,
have glasses for that.
Yeah.
How about you, Molly?
I'm Molly. Hi, everybody. Sorry, I came in a few minutes late. I was just finishing up another call like 10 minutes before the meeting, or the live stream. We were in a meeting. It was wonderful. And I'm really excited to play Wing It Beyond today, which is one that John and I created Wing It Beyond online with our developer. Let's see. We're sharing our eye deficiency?
Yes.
I mean, I have 20/20 vision with my glasses, so there's no deficiency there. I'm nearsighted, which means it's harder to see far. So I can drive without my glasses, and I definitely have when I've had them broken or just lost. Usually if they broke, but I'll be honest. When I'm driving along and I look up and I don't have my glasses on, the street sign is not so clear. So I have to really know where I'm turning from Google Maps on my phone, or I won't be able to see the street sign. So I guess is that enough of a deficiency, or did you want like a number?
No, that's enough. So
Okay.
basically what we've got is that of the 5 gamers who have filled out their survey, 100% have bad eyes.
Oh.
And 80% are short-sighted. And Kirsty, congratulations. You're different.
I'm different. There we go.
You're long-sighted. Congratulations. You can actually see into the distance.
Like the other.
I think I'm winning something here, but I'm not sure what it is yet.
You
We
can
just
see
won one
far
pencil.
away.
Oh, the pencil, yeah.
You can see far away. And if ever there was a day when I said, see those children playing on a hill, I would say, Kirsty, will you tell me, would you see that still thing? What is that? Because I can't quite see it. And then Kirsty might say, yes, that's what it is. It's some children
I
playing on a hill.
can't see it.
Yeah, but I couldn't, but you could. So you see, we could work together, and then we could, even without our glasses, we could cover it. That's what
I
I'm
like
saying.
it.
So this is the
I like
stream
it.
of bad eyes and bad singing. So I did mine earlier. Bez just had their turn. You're up, Kirsty Holly.
Me? You want me to bad sing?
Yeah.
No. I won the contest, so I just get to watch you guys bad sing about my long-sightedness.
What contest did you win?
I'm the different one, apparently, as far as my eyesight goes.
The contest we made up to make her a winner of.
So it looks like 4 of us are short.
Yeah, 4 of us are short-sighted.
Okay.
1 of us is long-sighted. I don't know my blood type. I
Me
mean,
neither.
I
It's
don't
red.
know.
though.
Oh. Mine's A positive.
totally
that's
red.
what it is.
I mean, unless it's been out of your body for quite a bit, and then it starts going blackish.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so does anyone want to share what they're currently working on? I've already talked about categorical and a few things that have been doing. Kirsty, do you want to share anything else about yourself?
Yeah. I have one game that I self-published via Kickstarter. It's called Killjoy, but I'm actually working on kind of redoing it right now. It was a really small campaign. It's a lot of fun, and I learned a lot. But so I'm still very new to game design. I have like 5 or 6 that are on the table right now that I go play with sometimes, but they haven't gone anywhere yet. So that's what I do. I just kind of play games for fun and make games for fun.
I mean, 5 is a big start. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're like, some of them are just cut up little pieces of paper, and then some of them are like ones that I've actually printed out. So it depends.
All good. All good.
Do you want to share anything, Seats?
I mean, I have a few small projects that I'm working on. A couple of them with Aquasulis, who's in the chat. By the way, we need to get another
Alex.
date going for that, Alex. And otherwise, I work for Quality Beast. So currently, my work this week is to learn Root. It's a really hard work week.
Hard job.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to spend like hours playing board games.
Wait, why do you have
It's a terrible ordeal.
why do you have to spend time playing Root again?
Because Spiel Digital is coming up in like a week and a half, and I will be demoing it for us because we did the German localization. So.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing Kräutergarten, which is herbaceous in German, and Die Dame in the Tiger, the Lady and the Tiger, which is a box with like 6 different games in it that are all really small and fun and great artwork. And then and they use the same cards. And Root with the Flussvolk expansion, which is something about rivers in English.
Nice. And yeah.
Is working on a dungeon exploring roll and write based on a game where you can't make too much noise or a dragon eats you. That's
Ooh.
Clank the
That's
rolling
really
right.
cool.
What?
Clank the rolling right, Alex. That's
Yeah, this sounds cool.
Clank the roll. I like Clank a lot.
And Molly, what are you currently working on?
Well, I am going to announce something big, which is that just today, right before my big long meeting where I was actually working on website, some major websites improvements, or going over with another game designer who's helping me make improvements on our website, I was informed from our new shipping company, our second shipping company, that the $1 Million Doodle came in. So we will be
Congratulations.
Awesome.
Yeah, this is our newest one. This is the lovely back and the steps of it. I might share what it is later, but basically, this is both really exciting and kind of nerve-wracking because, first of all, it just like it took an extra month, I think, to get. Yeah, it was an extra month or so delay because of the pandemic, but then like another week delay. So it's like, oh, it's finally here, but we're not quite ready. I just found out literally like as our live stream was beginning, I found out that Wix does not work. We have a Wix store. That Wix does not work for our shipping companies. We have to like basically really quickly create a Shopify store as soon as possible, which we were thinking about doing anyway because it offers a lot of features and all. But I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea we needed to do that quick or that we needed to do it at all. So I will be working on not only redoing our website, but also like creating a whole new store apparently.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so little overwhelming, but that's kind of the latest. And I mean, the good news is that
You got this.
came in and we've been between bigger products for a little while. So that's like, you know, we can finally put on all our pre-orders. That's great. And one of our bigger customers in the upper Midwest, a 7-store chain we work with, actually wanted like 60, I think maybe, or 60 or 40. So that was a good start. So getting in those orders would mean we can finally pay some folks. We can take care of stuff, take care of business. So anyway, this will be a more lighthearted part of my day because completely remaking a store is probably the bigger part of my day later, and this will be the more fun part.
Well, let's get into it. So I've pasted a link in the comments, and everyone who's on video, it's in the private chat. You can follow it there, or you can follow it on Facebook. If you're watching on Twitch or you're following on YouTube, you can follow along, but only if you're watching live. And so, yeah, click that link and join in and type a name. And what I found out was that the characters you use for the name determine the color that you are. So if you want to be a particular color, you have to kind of tweak the thing, which is why there's 3 dots after Bez, because I wanted to be, you know, a particular color. And this was the closest that there was to red.
I'm in!
I am not. My computer is really slow.
And so, yeah, Alex, today you're going to have to join via this thing, and we will see how that works. Hopefully you see the link. I mean, if you have to drop out, I think that's fine. Molly, people can drop out, right?
If they drop, I think we can press restart the game. We'll see. Usually people have to like press cards to select them to like show that they're still playing even if they're not really playing. So we'll find out. We'll definitely do a round and see what happens. And also, I don't think you had it in there, but there's an optional timer, and we can decide as a group, do we want to have 1-minute stories, like limit to approximately a minute?
Well, it sounds like Alex jump in and hopefully you can make it in. And yeah, even if you have to drop out, then that's totally fine. If you're here for the start and need to drop out, that's totally okay. And fingers, okay, that's totally fine.
How do I get a not ugly color? Anything I do, I get the one with the nose that looks like something other than a nose, and I'm trying to not get that one.
I think all the noses are quite big noses.
If that's Alex, I want to mention, Alex, you're also welcome just to play one round, and we can also just like have a new game going once you have to leave. That's fine too.
It's because if they're on the phone, it might be a bit tricky. But so, are you okay with that, Alex? I mean, obviously, whatever you're comfortable with, I just don't want you to be left out. It looks like a cat is patting your face, says Alex. On the oh yeah, I see. It's like there's a cat paw on the nose. Yeah, it's
What? Where?
like
Which
the
one?
nose. The nose is on
A
the
little
drawing.
avatar.
It looks like little cat paws are on your face.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice that until you guys said it just now. That's funny.
Okay, so we'll see what happens.
I need to look more like my avatar. Hold on.
I'm going to look like her. This is my avatar.
Wait, let me see. Where's Bez's?
Down at bottom.
Yeah, I just couldn't. Oh, that's cute. Wait, Bez, let me see you do it again. That's cute. Okay, mine is.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So I should explain, actually, since you're showing us the screen, I should explain a little bit about the game, right? Or do you want to explain it, Bez?
Yeah, you explain it.
Okay, cool. I know you didn't have a lot of time to read rules and whatnot, but luckily for this game, you don't actually need to read all of the rules to know how to play. In fact, we have a handy 5-step summary that might actually be on the, in fact, we actually, on this one, it's a 6-step summary. So if you ever need to know how to play, you can click on the corner, how to play. I'm going to read the summary or share it. So everybody gets a hand of 5 resource cards. And we can actually see Bez's cards right now, but usually you can only see your own. And then you are figuring out, the overall gist is you're trying to figure out a way to get out of a ridiculous situation. So the way that goes down is we have a judge each round. In this case, the judge is the player who's first. I'm the judge. I got put at the top. That's right. So I'm the judge for the first time. They'll call it for who it is. And then everyone takes a moment to think, come up with your stories about how you'll get out of the ridiculous situation in the card that the judge, in this case me, reads aloud. And you can also decide whether you want to play surprise cards. So you'll notice that this is Wing It Beyond. Wing It Beyond is a lot like Wing It. We put a lot of Wing It cards in, but whereas Wing It has only resource cards and situation cards, so resources to get out of situations, is what those are for. Wing It Beyond adds surprise cards. Okay, here's the catch. People often be like, when do I use a surprise card? Or how do I know if I can use the surprise card? It actually says on the surprise card at the bottom when to use it.
So the surprise cards will be mixed into one of these resource cards.
Yeah, and in fact, in Wing It Beyond itself, if I can show you an example, I will. In the game Wing It Beyond, these surprise cards are surprises because they are disguised as resources. They say surprise on one side, but they look like resources. And you'll have, for example, these are surprise new ways to play. So, for example, you might find one, you'll have the Steve card, and it'll say, Steve is your neighbor. He's pretty clueless about everything going on. And overall, a pretty boring guy. Everybody must mention Steve in their story.
Wait. Hold on. How do you know my neighbor? I haven't even told you my address yet.
I just assumed that, Steve's a pretty common name, so you must have a Steve next to you, right?
I mean, obviously, he's a super boring guy, but I mean, how do you know him?
I don't know him personally. I just assume that, you must have a neighbor named Steve. That's all.
So you say.
Yeah,
so I think that Molly's been keeping eyes on you.
This just took a really...
Haven't you all?
Oh, God. Alex has a Steve, too.
This just took a really creepy turn, although Alex made it a little less creepy. So another surprise card you might get is a love story where everything has to be a love story, and so on. Anyway, there's 20 in the original game. There's 24 of the surprise cards, but 12 sort of unique ones, and they run the full gamut from giving you a chance to be funny or obnoxious to just being cute or ridiculous. So anyway, if you get a surprise card, you can decide whether to use it. Just let us know if you're going to use it. If it says to use it in the story, because we need to know soon. And then everyone shows that they're ready on the virtual game on this one by holding up 3 fingers. It means that you've chosen your 3 resources. So you do need video to play the game. And
I can't see both the video and the game though.
Yeah, No, well, you'll just go. You can go back and forth. So what I do actually sometimes is I'll make you guys a separate. I'll make like Zoom or whatever. I'll make here a separate tab. Oh, I'm gonna teach you. You make it. Oh, hi. You make a separate tab and you pull it over to the side. So that's actually what I'm gonna do. Okay. So you will be able to see because you'll come back to the video, or you can have it smaller on the side. That's what I'm doing right now, making you guys a little smaller. What? Okay.
I have a 13 full computer screen, so I can basically see nothing now. This is fun. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just make it
back
up.
And forth. Yeah. And also, all you really need to know is you need to hear the situation from the judge, and then you come up with your 3 cards. You don't have to look at the game the whole time is the thing. So in the game itself, if you ever get it, you usually put down your 3 cards to show you're done. Like I said, we're just going to throw up 3 fingers. Or just say I'm ready. That's fine too. Just be like, I'm ready.
Yeah, you can just say you're ready. Or if you're in chat, just say I'm ready.
Just assume I'm always ready. I don't need any time to prep.
You can basically wing it. Yeah, you just got to wing it.
Yes.
I've used that line before, obviously. Okay, so next up, is this Eleanor who we're talking, who was just jumped in?
I think Runa is their first name.
Yeah, Runa.
Oh, Runa. Okay. So, Runa, we're explaining how to play Wing It, a game of telling stories to get out of ridiculous situations. So after we've all chosen our 3 cards, you don't want to click on them and send them up top because otherwise it kind of overwhelms the game and they all go up top. But what you do want to do is we'll each take turns telling a story about how we'll resolve the situation. And as you tell your story, click on each card and sort of reveal your card dramatically. And we'll tell our stories just in very much like that, Zay. We'll tell our stories in alphabetical order. That's less important. I'll also mention, even though I'm the judge of the first round, I'll mention that the way that judging works, it's totally subjective, but we have suggested criteria. And this is more in like the nitty gritty of the rules. But basically, you want to look at, as the judge, most likely to actually solve the situation, the story that's most likely to actually like solve the problem. You look at most creative use of resources. And then some other ones are like just best delivery, funniest story or most entertaining delivery, for example. So sometimes people get really into their delivery and some people just tell like normal stories. That's fine too. Okay, that's suggested criteria. I can remind you of that later. Or if you click on the how to play in the corner and you actually go into the rule book, you can view rules and it'll remind you of that. Then the judge picks out the best story, and the player who's next alphabetically becomes the judge, and the next round begins. So there's a new storyteller new judge each time. It's a rotating judge, and that's pretty much how you play the game.
So basically, there's a situation, you need to get out of it, you've got a bunch of tools, and you use these tools in your story of how you get out of that situation.
Exactly. And I'll give you one example. I'm not going to read the one yet, but one example that I often like to share as my sort of sample one is you're being chased by a pack of rare carnivorous rabbits on a nature preserve in central Missouri.
So let's just get stuck into it.
Great, we'll just jump
because
it's time. Let's jump in.
It says we're waiting for Alex to make their move. So what does Alex have to do?
Oh, I'm actually the judge, so I'll start by reading the card. Okay. After a long day of deep sea fishing, you love nothing more than feeding marshmallows to jellyfish bobbing alongside your tiny boat. But today you didn't bring enough marshmallows. And when you run out, an eerily well-coordinated horde of angry jellyfish begins to rock the boat until it tips precariously from side to side. Thanks, Bez. So Bez put it down there in the notes. Oh, good. We have someone joining again.
Hello,
okay, so that's the...
Hi, Oden.
And to solve it, I'm going to give you guys a... do we want to start the timer to come up with your story, like about a minute, or just come up with even less time?
We're good. I think we can go, right? Does anybody actually still need to think? Let's go.
Yeah, wing it extreme. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is actually, by the way, this is the most advanced way to play the most advanced way is where people actually shout out resources and you have to use them as they're sharing them like on the spot.
I'm good with that. I can do that. Let's do it.
Well, you know, since we're selecting them, since we have them in front of us selecting, we'll do it where you've actually gotten to see them a little bit first. So we're starting, if you're ready to go for it, we're technically starting with Kirsty. Do you want to start, Kirsty, or should we start with Zate?
Zate seems pretty confident, so I want to let Zate start if she's ready.
I'm just confused because on my screen it says waiting for Alex to make their move on the bottom.
So does mine.
Yeah, I don't have that. I don't know why that says that.
Do you see
Because
on the bottom
the rules
it says
say that
waiting
we
for
go in
Alex?
alphabetical order, and Alex is an A word, and so probably that.
Oh, okay. So Alex, you had joined. Do you want to play this round and tell us your story over chat? Or you want to just select which cards you'd use? You can write in your story if you want. Well, Zate.
I wonder if something's not quite working perfectly.
Alex can't see the cards yet. I see cards. Should
Alex,
I just
you're
start
on mobile.
telling a story and see if I can click them, see if it works?
Yeah, you'll be able to click yours. Maybe he's having a problem with the phone version or something. Could be that too.
Okay. I got really lucky. I might not have thought to bring enough marshmallows because I'm not really into marshmallows and they're really hard to get in Germany, to be honest. I did bring a package over last time I was here so that I could make Rice Krispie treats, but I already made them. So I only had like half a bag of marshmallows, which is why I ran out early. But luckily, on the way to the trip, I got like a flash of hunger. And so I stopped off and I got a box of 20 chicken nuggets. And I wasn't that hungry, so I haven't actually eaten them all. So I do have the nuggets left over. I can offer those to the jellyfish to like maybe like pull them up in little pieces that they're kind of marshmallow size. Like I'm thinking the mini marshmallows. So I can get maybe 5 marshmallow sized chicken nugget bites out of each one. So that'll take a little time. And I'll try to throw them a little farther from the boat to maybe get them to dissipate a little bit. And what I'm thinking is, well, that might not work for a long time. It might work well enough for me to get out of here because I'm thinking, okay, I'm honestly not that great at rowing. I'm probably not going to get out fast enough using the actual boat. But I do have a pair of stilts with me. And luckily, I was trained as a tango instructor. And so I'm thinking I can get on these stilts and do a tango through the pond, getting myself away from the jellyfish as I move towards the shore and into safety.
As you move towards the what?
I am going to tango to shore to get away.
Oh, as you move towards the shore. That was excellent. Nice. You're going to tango on stilts through water.
I can do it.
Visual. Yeah.
That
was great. That was a really good on the spot. Not just effort, but story you got there.
That was very impressive.
Nice. Okay. Shall we go in reverse alphabetical order?
I like that you kind of prepped the story. What was that again, Zade, about the beginning where you said you said at the very beginning about buying the marshmallows?
Oh yeah, well I mean there has to obviously be a reason why I didn't come prepared with enough marshmallows because otherwise the whole story just kind of falls apart. And for me it's about, not being that into sugar, but also the marshmallows I did have with me in Germany, I needed for Rice Krispie treats because, if you're going to do something with marshmallows, everyone knows that's the thing to do.
Right.
Nice. You had to use them up, yeah, and then you weren't really prepared. Well, I understand why you weren't prepared, and luckily you were able to distract them extensively with chicken nuggets. So, all right, cool. Let's see. Well, Bez or Alex. Alex didn't get cards, so Bez, you are up.
Okay. And I guess Kirsty's going last?
Yeah, just because I figured we'll actually follow that alphabetical order thing by starting with B.
So,
going back to B.
I came in, okay. I'll bring up the thing so everyone can see what I'm seeing. By the way, is there a way to get rid of the this bits at the bottom? Because otherwise I can't see all the
you have to scroll
things.
up. You have to scroll above it basically, but you can just click on the cards when you're ready. I don't think it goes away. I don't think there's an X on it.
It went away for me after I started clicking cards.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay. So let's try that.
So basically, I had to look up what matzo balls are, and I saw this picture from Wikipedia. And so you can see that, yeah, I was a bit unprepared. I didn't come in with with chicken nuggets or I didn't, let alone marshmallows. But what I do have is some matzo balls. And so these matzo balls, you can cut them up and you can, turn them into the same size and shape. And they're already a similar color to marshmallows. So maybe these jellyfish can't quite tell the difference. But just in case they want that sweetness, luckily, I have some chocolate syrup that can, go onto these matzo balls. And, I'm imagining that this is a disgusting thing that, maybe people wouldn't quite want. But, for the jellyfish palate, maybe the jellyfish are all about the matzo balls covered in chocolate syrup. Now, whilst they're being distracted by this, what I really do is I get the cymbals and the bass drum out of the full drum set. Because, for some reason, I've got this on the boat. The boat's about to fall over. Whoa, this isn't good. But, because of the size of this bass drum, it's going to float. I'll be using it as a little boat, and then I'll have the drumsticks, and, I'll use the cymbals as paddles. Like, I've got these two cymbals that are kind of paddling to my shore. And then, just in case, they're like, hey, there was a human here, wasn't there? We're angry at this human. We're going to chase down this human. That's when I throw in the baby doll, just so that maybe they forget what exact size I was. Oh, wait, is it only meant to be 3?
Yeah, but if you came up with you can send them back down later, but if you came up with a 5, I'm still curious to hear your story.
Okay, no, that's it. I was just kind of going and trying to add them all.
Okay, you don't have a microwave yet?
But no, that's it. So, like, I've managed to get away, and hopefully they forget about me. That's my story.
Nice.
And no one could ever forget you, not even a jellyfish.
Especially if they want your marshmallows.
Man, that sounds dangerous. I'm not sure I'm happy about that situation.
I jumped in because you were on your 4th, but I didn't catch. What were you about to use the baby doll for?
Just in case they are thinking, hey, there's a human here, but we were angry at this human. We want to take down this human. Then they see the baby doll, so the baby doll's just a decoy. So maybe they forget what I actually looked like or what size I was, and then they take down the baby doll, whereas I'm sneaking away, keeping my head down in this giant bass drum and going away with these cymbals.
That's amazing. I like that the drumsticks became paddles, by the way. That was creative. So, and I'm sorry to you and anyone who hasn't had matzo ball soup. It's so good. It's a traditional food for Passover, for Pesach, and you can have like these. Like my mom makes them homemade. They're delicious. So someday, hopefully, you'll get to eat that soup. It's so good.
Thank you.
Hey, Prey, welcome.
Hey, Prey.
Hello, Prey. We're playing something different today, so we're playing something that involves some online stuff. But hopefully it'll still be entertaining to watch along. And it's Kirsty's turn now to explain how they're going to get away from this situation.
Okay, so
and also, just for the sake of the 2 people who came on, I'll mention that the situation, if you can't read it so well up top, is about, there we go, is about jellyfish getting angry with you when you run out of marshmallows that you're feeding them. And they're rocking the boat precariously. So they're about to dangerously tip you over. You have to figure out how to get out of that situation using 3 of your resources. And that's kind of
who hasn't been in this
Kirsty,
situation?
Are you ready?
Go for it.
I think, all right, so I've got like 4 ideas going on here. I'm going to see if I can tie them all together. Okay, so I'm in the boat, right? And I've been feeding the marshmallows. All of this processed sugar has caused a hyper-evolution with the jellyfish. And now they're on the level of humans with intelligence, right? So they're sitting there, and not only are they upset, but 9 corporate CEO jellyfish come up to me and they say, okay, we've got a way out for you. If you can show us a product that we're interested in and we want to invest in, we'll let you go. And you're like, do you mean like Shark Tank? And they say, that's offensive because we're jellyfish, okay? So lucky for you, you did have a top hat, so you can dress for the occasion. So you put your top hat on, and you look around, and you've been a little sick lately, and you've got one more thing in your boat, and it is a jar of snot. and you tell the
Oh.
jellyfish, you say, look, you guys, I've got this jar of snot, okay? And you might not know what this is, but to humans, you guys kind of look like snot. So I'm going to
Ew.
sell you guys these jars of snot. And you can use them if you're in a bad situation to fool these stupid humans out here. And then you guys can get away. And they're like, all right, we like that. So we'll let you go. That's
Oh my gosh.
So gross.
Wow. That's so gross. I'm totally grossed out. That was good. And can you just remind me, Kirsty, were they themselves the 9 corporate CEOs?
Yeah, there were 9 corporate CEO jellyfish that were like heading the jellyfish clan around you. I don't know a school of jellyfish, I guess.
That's amazing. Okay, so as a little, I'm thinking here about the winner. So again, I'm the judge this round. I have to think about, again, I can choose however, but most likely to actually resolve the situation, creative use of resources, best delivery. I would say I liked, Bez, how you disguise matzo balls to be the shape of marshmallows. That was creative, and flavoring them. That was fun. And like the tango escape, the corporate escape, the pitching on like escaping. I'm gonna say, Kirsty, I really liked your idea of like having them be the CEOs and pitching them on this product. Although I do wonder if like they need to escape humans or if you need to escape them, since they're so dangerous with their stingers and their boat. Although that did definitely gross me out. Alex says, I would politely remind the jellyfish that they are technically plankton made of 98% water. Then I would go about my day. Alex, you can remind them of whatever you want, but they can still hurt you. Just saying.
And hi, Leafta. Leafta is?
Oh, we
Is
have
that
a new
how it's
person.
pronounced? Hello, Leafta.
Yay! Good. Okay, so I actually am gonna go with Zate. I really like the idea of escaping via tangoing on stilts to the water. So I would go with Zate. And also you definitely distract them early on with other food through the chicken nuggets. So yay for Zate. You did a good job. You all did a good job.
Yay.
I knew the ballroom dancing portion of my performing arts degree would come in useful someday.
There you go. Just to play our game. Wing it beyond.
Okay, so we'll play a second round.
Yeah, new round.
And Xate has how do we go to a new round?
So usually you get to a new round when people select cards, but it sounds like Alex was not able to select his cards. Alex, they're not on your phone, it sounds like. So if he's not able to select, it wouldn't automatically begin a round. So we can actually just do a new game, and then if people want to join from the chat, they would be able to if people are new.
I just got new cards, and it says Zate is the judge.
Yeah.
Oh, it worked. Yeah, it did work.
I'm
Okay,
the judge. Darn. So
there you go.
Before we begin the second round, because I know Alex had to leave early, and just in case anyone has to get off before we end the second round, I want to mention that you can also find this game. This is what I had written about before in the other chat, that you can find this game online at our website, flyingleapgames.com. So the URL here is a little funky, but it's easier to remember. There we go, flyingleapgames.com. And if you look in the, sort of near the upper right, there's a little picture of a penguin, and it says Play Wing It Beyond Online. And that's actually that's a button. That's a button to get to the game. So that way you don't have to remember or save the URL. You just have to remember Flying Leap Games.
Cool.
So
anyway, that was all I wanted to share.
Are the lead engineer of a small Mars colony. A critical shipment of food from Earth was consumed by a terrible fungus en route. And the next food supply run isn't arriving for 200 days. What happens next?
Ooh.
Well, this sounds familiar.
Wow.
Do I call on people, or does somebody just start? All right, I'm just going to go down the line, starting at the top.
Well, actually, wait.
What?
Zate, do we want to, as the judge, do you want to implement the 1 minute timer this round or no?
No, I think you guys have had enough time. And it's safe,
no.
by the way.
State, okay. The 1 minute timer for telling the stories, I mean.
No, just
It's
do
the
your
one. It's
thing.
just do everything. Cool. Okay.
We don't need that many rules. So, Kirsty, you were last time, so I want you to go first this time.
All right.
Woo!
I'm feeling pressure here. Okay, so
Under pressure.
going off of what I have here, it looks like I actually have some good resources going on. So I happened to, while I was scouring the ship, because, all right, it was just en route, it was consumed by fungus, right? All right, we've got 200 days. So I found a dove in a cage. And not only do we use this dove in a cage as a symbol of hope, but doves also lay eggs. So we have a food source here. We can eat eggs. But I find out that some of the crew members are allergic to eggs, and some of them have ethical issues with eating eggs. So luckily, I also have this bucket of giant pickles. So got some pretty good resources. So we've got eggs and giant pickles to eat. And lastly, I feel like I've done a good job with all of this. So I don a monk's robe for the next 200 days just to
Celebrate.
celebrate.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. It's okay. No, it's to let people know that I'm humble and I've given them this bounty of food of eggs and pickles. So that's it.
Well, I will be interested to see how we all look after 200 days, but good.
Yeah.
So, Alex, do you have cards
Time.
this time, Aqua? Can you play or can you not play? Aqua, you're up. Actually, we'll skip Aqua if you can play. Let me know.
Alex,
But then
if you
start
can.
typing in advance so that you can be up after Molly. And Molly's going to start now.
That's a good plan. Oh no, I'm not up. Oh man. Okay. I would first want to get some food in me because I don't want us to be hangry. That's for sure. Hangry people do not solve problems very easily. So fortunately, I pull up all the ingredients for s'mores, and I pull it out of my suitcase because you should never travel without the ingredients for s'mores. For anybody who might not know, that's graham cracker, chocolate, and marshmallows. Hey, marshmallows made an appearance. Second time in a row. And when I say we all, there's a lot of us there. I actually, just so you know, I brought along for my crew 55 firefighters. And we all sit there, we're snacking on our s'mores. And once we're less, angry, we're able to think a little more clearly because everybody's worried sick, by the way. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, we are in real danger of our lives right now, So basically we're all sitting around. The firefighters have a lot of equipment on them too. And we realized that we actually just need to either get food or we need to either make more food or we need to get off the planet. Because I'll put it this way, there are s'mores for a day, but there are definitely not s'mores for 200 days. So here's what we do. We flip out. You should never travel, by the way, without a broken Macintosh computer from 1984. While it might not have internet, it has lots of little tools in it that you can use to fix things, that you can use to, do some crazy science with. We actually add to our ship that we arrived and it was kind of broken. We actually use parts from the computer to reconstruct the ship to make it go even faster back. And we decided, you know what? We might be hungry and full from the s'mores, but we are ready to go. So we use the parts of the computer to fix the ship. And we Earth, actually, because forget it. We're not staying on this planet without enough food. So we gave up on the mission and we went back to Earth with our Macintosh computer fixed ship.
Okay. Well, Aquasulis has sent in their story, so I'll just read that out for him. Aqua would look in his dressing box and bring out his Victorian dress, as he's sure there must be some kind of nut or seed embedded in the fold somewhere. He'd plant the seeds and encourage it to grow with his postcards from the Galapagos Islands, full of amazing plant life. And then he would keep everyone entertained and fed in the meantime by making the least popular colonist perform for everyone in his clown costume. Now that is an awesome story, Aqua, but unfortunately you didn't use any of the weird words. As I can see right there, everything about that story is totally legit to your normal life. So what cards were you using? I can't tell. It
Well-
was floated. Oh, they were actually cards. I didn't notice. Victorian dress, set of postcards from the Galapagos Islands, and clown costume. Okay, I take it back. Bez, you're up.
Okay, well, there is a pumpkin the size and shape of a tractor, which is perfect because that's going to give us plenty of food for ages. But, you know, unfortunately, it's not here with us. It's all the way back on Earth. So we've got to make a second shipment, right, to get this pumpkin all the way to Mars, where we are. Now, what we do is we use this baseball signed by the Red Sox, and bear in mind that this is way in the future, and this baseball is historical. So, like, the Red Sox, I don't know if they're even still around in this day and age. Everyone's like, wow.
They're in Boston. They're in Boston. Yeah, they're
right. But, like, you know, this is like in the year 30,000 when no one knows, like, the Red Sox anymore, except for the people who are really into baseball. It's like, it's a real historical. Anyway, so this goes for, you know, billions of today's money. Of course, like, that's like quadrillions of, you know, money in the year 30,000, which is when this whole story is set. Anyway, so we raise a lot of money. We get, you know, some private investor to, like, basically chuck in all the money, like, you know, a good few billion, and then we use a zip line. And so what we're going to do is we're going to get, like, little drones running the zip line from Earth to Mars. Now, you might think that, oh, there's no way that this is going to work, you know, because, you know, physics and things like that. But this is, like, the greasiest slip line you've ever known. Like, there's no friction on this zip line. And so once you get going, like, once you're going upwards, just have, like, little rockets, propel yourself upwards, and you will just zip along it. It's like, bear in mind, this is the year 30,000. There's some amazing zipline technology. And so, like, you send a pumpkin up the zip line, and it zips to Mars.
Oh my gosh.
Story.
I love it.
Well, I mean, those were some incredible stories. I'm just going to go back over here to see if I can see what everyone used and remind myself. So I loved that Kirsty was thinking about not only the egg eaters, but the maybe vegan colonists. That it made me really happy to hear that. You know, and I was excited to see that Molly brought along a lot of firefighters. I mean, that does sound like a Mars colony I would like to be at. You know, and Bez zip lines and historic facts and pumpkins shaped like. I mean, it's fantastical. But I'm afraid it's a little too fantastical. The only one of these stories that I really see as being a believable solution, an actual plan of action, doesn't involve having limited supplies already with them, is Aquasulis, who definitely, I think, gets the point for, you know, solving the problem.
I agree. That was pretty good.
On Mars.
And
I think this is something that legitimately should be pitched to, you know, space programs for consideration in case of food shortage. So, yeah, well done.
Oh,
Very
man.
scientific.
Yeah. Oh man, good job, Alex.
Congratulations, Alex.
And I also appreciate. I haven't made it through it all yet because I was reading it to myself, but I appreciate that you brought your dressing up box to Mars.
Oh, I'm pretty sure that Aqua takes their dressing up box everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and like Alex just got a proper hamper with all their clown costumes and everything, and yeah, they don't want to make it sound ridiculous. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that you stayed close to an actual scientific, factual solution to the problem and didn't go high fantastical like Bez. I mean, come on. Baseballs. I mean, that's not realistic, but clown cannibalism does make sense to me.
Wait, I am like, oh, you're actually. Who are you feeding? Oh no! Oh no! I didn't realize. I totally didn't catch that, Alex. That you were literally feeding someone to the people. I thought you were just entertaining.
I would keep everyone entertained and fed. In the meantime, by making the least popular colonist perform for everyone in my clown costume. That is dark. That is very
Yeah,
dark.
that was real. I did not capture the cannibalism.
Well,
Oh, man.
yeah, I don't think we have time for a third round, sadly. So, what do you think, Sates? You're better at timekeeping than I am.
Well, I mean, we have 9 minutes. That seems like a speed round to me. Click
I was
through,
gonna
say-
see things, everybody just talks. Bam. Two
Yeah,
minute maximum. Everybody goes quick.
we could
Okay,
try to
how do we?
yeah.
Concise story is a good story. Everybody just rush it.
Yeah,
How
I
do
think
we
that'll
start?
make it funnier too in a way.
Do we just click out all of our cards?
Yeah, so you only should have to click on 3 to get them to go up top. I mean, to get a new judge in. Somehow it just worked last time. Alex must have figured out his. Oh, did you click on a winner yet? Say.
Oh, nope.
I think you have to
there we go.
select the- There we go. Alex won the
Cool.
round. I don't. If you can't see it in the chat, Alex got confetti coming down as the winner. Yay. Okay, so Kirsty, you are now the judge.
All right. So, adorable black lab puppies have hijacked the American government by using their irresistible cuteness to compel politicians to yield to their endless demands. For example, more chicken-flavored treats. You are the head of the CIA, and from your bunker, you are formulating a plan to liberate.
Uh-oh, I lost sound for a moment.
To liberate the nation from these mischievous puppies. And
Yeah.
hello, Tally. We're just having a very quick round. To,
Quick
yeah.
round.
Shall I
Just to be able
start?
to wrap up in time, basically.
Do we want to do? Are we doing alphabetical next? Because if so, or well, underneath me is Alex. So does Alex go?
Alex
Well,
needs time
Alex
to
can
type
type.
probably. So
Okay. So Bez.
Okay, so
So, Bez.
what I am going to do is to disguise myself with the beard and moustache, and what I'm going to do is I will tell the puppies that, hey, everybody is not who you are. You're just confused. We are not the humans that you thought we were. Look, we didn't have all these moustaches a minute ago. So you must be completely confused. And you know what? You are going to get to eat some treats, but then I will give them yeast. And we all know what happens to yeast. I mean, it might not be a good reaction, but I think it will sort out the puppies. That's the end of my story.
Okay.
Wait, you're
I
getting
like
rid
that.
of the
All right.
puppies with yeast?
Yeah, like it kind of grows and rises in them, and maybe they just, maybe they have some bad internal digestive systems and they go away, because they're too busy with their diarrhea or
Oh
whatever.
my
I don't
gosh,
know.
that's terrible. Oh
Okay.
man. And I love that.
Molly.
It's so unlikely that you get fake mustaches and fake beard and mustache, by the way.
Well,
Yeah. I like that.
Okay.
All right, Molly, are you up?
Oh, I guess I am. I'm so not ready at all. I was just totally not even looking at my cards. So we're gonna really wing it. I'm gonna really wing it this time. Okay. First of all, I'm pretty happy with mischievous puppies leading the government. So on the one hand, kind of okay right now with having cute puppies. But since we do want to actually have people in government leading it, I will first distract the puppies with a dinosaur egg. It's gigantic. It's a great toy. They want to play with it. They want to get inside because they can smell the dinosaur, and they're kind of maybe they have a hunting instinct and you want to hunt the baby dinosaur. So while they're all distracted, I go ahead and I'm actually enjoying kind of watching them playing with the dinosaur egg. But I go ahead and I begin. Oh no, I want to use all of them. It's so hard. And I begin covering my path behind me with 500 ripe avocados. I'm hidden in the bunker, but I've gone out to where they are, and I'm covering the ground with these avocados. And the puppies realize that they actually really enjoy the avocados, but they're also like tripping all over them. And while they're tripping them, it's easy for us, while tripping over the avocados, it's easy like all the other people under me, since I'm, the head of the CIA, right? Everybody else is kind of like try to capture the puppies. I decide, you know what? They've got this handled. I think I'm just gonna jump into the river nearby and my jet ski, and I'm gonna make a wild escape and let everybody else deal with the problem. And so I make a wild escape, waving to everybody from my jet ski while the puppies are tripping over avocados and being captured on top of them.
All right.
Seats.
Shall I read Aqua Sulis's?
Sure.
So Aqua says, well, we all know that puppies are placated by spicy food. And while they're eating, he will further the relaxing effects by strumming them songs on his ukulele with lyrics based on Robert Frost's unpublished poetry, which I believe are all things that he actually does for his puppy and his children at home anyway. So again, not seeing where the cards are coming from, but Good.
So Alex used a ukulele, a full.
And now, see, it's your turn.
Robert.
My turn. So
that was good. That was
I am going. Yeah, we need to go faster. I'm going to take my shoes that I have on, allow me to actually hover up out of the bunker where I can be hovering like slightly above the puppies where I have a great grip on their heads so I can start scratching them behind the ears while I'm talking to them. And I'm going to tell them that what they don't know is that I'm actually a judge. So I put on my judge's wig so that they see how official I am and how I'm definitely a different person. And they're totally confused by this. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, yeah, you're good boys. You're good boys. I would definitely not put you in jail. You're such good boys. I'm such good boys. And then I pull from my other hand, I pull this poisonous apple out that I have. And I'm like, go fetch. And I throw the poisonous apple really far away and all the puppies just run after it. And unfortunately, we never see them or hear from them again.
Oh, no. Wow. So 3 out of the 4 of you fed the dog something. And Molly, I liked your story because it said you were supposed to liberate the nation and you only liberated yourself on the jet ski.
No, everybody else. All my underlings, all my staff was capturing them while they were tripping on the avocados. They were
you didn't say that.
Yes, I totally did. I totally did it. I totally did at the end. I said they're capturing them. Yeah.
I will say, all right. So Bez was going to feed the puppies yeast so that they either blew up or had explosive diarrhea. I'm not sure what we decided on with that one.
I don't know, but it's going to mess them up somehow, I imagine.
Yeah. And then there's a poisonous apple in there. I think the only one that was nice was Alex. He was feeding them something they liked and tried to soothe the puppies. So I'm going to have to pick the peaceful option and go with Alex.
Oh.
I mean, Alex is kind of the best of all of us. We do know that. It's not new.
So, congratulations, Alex. And, yay, well done. Prey says that Molly did say, but Molly was having sound issues. And congratulations, Alex has got 2 points, Xate has 1 point, and that means that Xate is the winner. Congratulations. I mean, yeah, I can't count. Alex has 2 points.
Alex won 2 times, that's true.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
That was fun.
What?
That was fun.
Oh shoot, you guys! That was fun. You guys keep freezing. I'm sorry. I have some computer issues that will be better next time. That's why you guys couldn't hear everything. I think when it probably froze or something.
Well, thank you very much for sharing that game with us. If you want to check me out, it's stuffbybez.com, bigcartel.com, all those things. Molly, you've already shared the thing, which I will find here. Xate, do you want to share a link in particular? Does anyone want to share anything?
I did forget to mention one important thing. I just didn't know I wouldn't have a chance at the end. That if people want to follow us on Instagram, since we just launched this, we're launching this new game this week. You can find us at Flying Leap Games on Instagram or Facebook, or at Penguin Soaring on Twitter. So anyway, you can learn more about the new game and stuff like that.
Have you removed the picture of you in the bath? on your Instagram?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough. 'Cause there used to be a picture of Saints in the Buff. Well, they're definitely not getting that calendar now.
Nobody else did it anyway. I need to go though. So take care, everybody.
Bye.
Well,
Oh, sorry. Bye,
we
Zane.
need
Bye,
to
Zane.
do a raid, and there's only one thing left to do, as always. And yeah, for next streams, do that and share, spread the word. And we are going to be reading. And for now, bye, 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 bye. This is a
Thanks,
goodbye
everybody.
song. Bye,
Thanks for
bye,
coming on.
bye, bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, 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 bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, 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 bye. And now it's time to go. Bye, 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 bye. This is a goodbye song. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for watching along. Bye, bye, bye,
everybody.
bye. This is the end of the show. Bye, bye,
Thanks for coming
bye,
on.
bye. And now it's time to go. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.